Welcome back, friends, to another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Lids87 here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Aerith with her brand new LD weapon to see how worthy she is of your precious tickets and or gems. Now, I do have some news to bring out to you guys. Starting today and going forward, I am going to take a break from how worthy are they videos. I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. Ever since, working from home due to the pandemic going on in our world, and winter blues has severely dropped my motivation of making these types of videos to the point where it's no longer fun and it feels like an absolute chore. So I believe now is a good time to take a break from these kinds of videos. That doesn't mean I'm stopping Opera Omnia, of course not. I love this game. This game is amazing. I love the community around it, and I love, everybody that, the commenters, all you guys, the viewers, when it comes to Opera Omnia. So, of course, I'm still going to be streaming on Twitch. That link will be down below in the description. And this will also give me an opportunity to work on different types of videos that I've been putting off because I have to do the constant research every single week for multiple characters that get released often in this game. I guess I should throw out there that this might also give me an opportunity to look at how worthy are the videos to try to make them fun, at least for me, again, going forward, or possibly kind of do like a recap of upcoming characters, kind of like bundled and possibly poll plans, just throwing stuff out there. All right, friends, so again, Lids is going to be taking a break from how worthy are they videos just because of lack of motivation lately, but I will still be doing Opera Omnia content. All right, friends, so I appreciate you guys. Now, before I do get into the actual video, again, shout-outs where shout-outs are due. Rems Database, Materibot, Compendium, and Toneberry Troop. Be sure to check out those links down below in the description. Wonderful resources, guys, in terms of content for the game. Now, we don't have an actual confirmation date for Aerith's LD banner, but it does say here on the slide that there will be a free multi-draw with Aerith's banner. Emperor is going to be on that banner also. Now, it does say starts later during Spring Festival, so it could be today, the day I release this video. It could be the following day, or it could be on Sunday. I don't know. I have a feeling it might be either today or tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. But of course, on this banner, it's going to be Aerith's LD and Emperor's Burst weapon. Now, this type of banner, if it's going to be the same from the JP side of the game, every single EX weapon is going to be featured on this banner. That doesn't mean the rates for the LD is going to be worse. If anything, you might have a harder time getting Aerith's EX weapon. We'll have to see how they treat it on the global side of the game. The rates are still the same for LD weapons, so don't let anybody tell you that this is a bad banner, that you're going to have a harder time to pick up her LD. That is incorrect. You might just have a difficult time picking up her EX weapon, again, because all EXs are on here. But I don't recall how it was on the JP side of the game, if her EX weapon did have a higher drop rate compared to those other EX weapons. So we'll just have to wait to see once this banner is live. All right, friends, so just throwing that out there. But let's go ahead and talk about Aerith herself. Now, Aerith is a character from Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake. She is a red crystal affinity character. She is a magic type healing unit in Opera Omnia, and she will be receiving a new LD weapon, but no rework. Now, if you're already familiar with Aerith and would like to skip ahead, there are going to be timestamps down below in the time frame description and or comments for those of you that want to skip ahead. Everybody else, I am going to be recapping what Aerith does. Aerith's first ability is called Healing Wind, and she does have 5 uses of this. This is very easy to use. You press the button, it's going to heal the party. Plain and simple. It's going to heal the party's HP and Brave by 150% of Aerith's attack. And this will also grant the party Int Brave by 60% for 10 turns. Now, keep in mind that with her artifact passives, Aerith is actually what's known as a cursed artifact character, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later. No, you know what? We'll talk about it now. She's considered a cursed artifact character in the form that there was a time where Square Enix wanted to try something new and power up units by introducing new artifact passives that were very powerful, but it did not go well with the community because it was very difficult to acquire these with another ideal artifact passives. Now that we have the Mog Pass, it's a little bit easier to acquire them, but if you don't have them, it still might be a little bit difficult. So with Healing Wind, if you pick up the Charge Healing Wind Boost All, you can extend the uses of it by 1 per charge healing when boost all, while also increasing the party member's max brave by 15%. So ideally you want to get attack 108 with charge healing when boost all. Now her second ability can also be increased with the other cursed artifact, but this one is the one to go. Alright friends, so good luck hunting for these artifacts if you do not have them yet. Aerith's second ability is called Prayer of the Cetra. She has 4 uses of this. This is going to heal the target ally's HP by 75% of max HP, revive an ally, if they died, by 75% of max HP, brave heal ally by 200% of imp brave. This will grant Aerith a 200%. I'm sorry. This will grant Aerith a 70% attack up for 9 turns. Geez, 200% up attack. That would have been marvelous. And this will also grant her Cetra's Favor for a few turns. Cetra's Favor is a 9-turn buff that is going to increase Aerith's magic attack by 80%, her max brave by 20%, her defense by 50%, and give her a Brave Regent effect of 40% of her Int Brave. This is also her call action, Prayer of the Cetra call. Aerith will come in, perform Prayer of the Cetra. Now this will either revive or HP heal the target ally while Brave healing the caller. The caller will also receive a 3-turn caller effect that will increase their magic attack by 80%, their attack by 40%, and give them a Brave Regent effect by 40% of their Int Brave. So ideally you want to give this to a magic type unit to boost up their magic attack. Her additional ability is called All Brave Regent Attack, 2 uses for 5 turns. This will increase the party's attack by 10% and also give the party a Brave Regent effect of 40% of Int Brave. Her EX ability is called Fury Brand. It does recharge at a fast rate, Fast Plus. Brave may exceed max Brave by up to 150%. This will Brave heal the party by 250% of attack, so attack is very important for Aerith. Then this will perform a 3-hit magic Brave plus HP attack and also grant Aerith a buff called Ancient Lineage. Now, something to keep in mind is that at EX plus 2 out of 3, when the quest starts, Aerith will gain Cetra's Favor plus 70% attack up and her Ancient Lineage buff. Ancient Lineage is a 6-turn buff that is going to increase the party's attack, so aura-wide. This will increase the party's stolen Brave Overflow by 30% and increase the party's gained Brave Overflow by 20%. After maxing out Aerith's EX weapon, you will gain access to actually a pretty good bonus sphere, an A-type bonus sphere. When the wielder's HP is above 80% of max HP, this will increase their magic attack by 15%, so you ideally want to give this to magic attackers, or Aerith herself, because her Brave gains are based off of her attack. Now, time to talk about Aerith's new weapon, her LD ability, Seal Evil. She has 4 uses of this. Now, Seal Evil itself, it's actually stacked, so let's get into it. This will Brave heal the party by 200% of attack, HP attack, followed by an A-hit AoE magic Brave plus HP attack with 20% HP splash. This will grant Aerith a buff called Seal Evil. Seal Evil is a 6-turn buff that is going to give the party debuff evasion by 100%. That is gorgeous. Your party members will not be debuffed. Pick it up just for that reason alone. All enemies, their speed and attack will be decreased by 20%, while their defense will also be decreased by 60%. And anytime Aerith attacks an enemy, there will be a follow-up attack that is triggered. This follow-up attack will Brave heal the party by 100% of attack, reduce the target's Brave by 100% of Aerith's attack, but this cannot break the target. HP damage by 100% of current Brave, but the Brave is not consumed. This will increase Aerith's own existing buffs by 1 turn, and this will inflict a debuff called Planet's Punishment. The name could change on the global side of the game once this is released. Planet's Punishment is a 2-turn debuff that will prevent the enemy from buffing themselves. Prevent the enemies from buffing themselves. That's gorgeous. While also increasing the amount of HP damage they receive by 10%. Now, mind you, this is a debuff by 2 turns, but if you can time it well, and if you know when the enemy is about to drastically buff themselves, you can completely shut them out. So this is a wonderful, wonderful LD weapon for Aerith. Not only for what it does towards the enemies, but also towards your party members. Debuff evade, followed by with a follow-up attack on the enemies. Pick this thing up. Her LD call action, Seal Evil call. Aerith performs Seal Evil damage towards the enemy, then party Brave heal. That's it. So not the most exciting LD call action, so just stick her on the team. Aerith's 7-star armor comes with a support's keystone that is going to increase the party's attack by 5% while also increasing the party's held, brave, and HP damage limits by 5%. Pros about Aerith is that she is an amazing party HP healer and battery. Party stat increases and overflows, party-wide debuff evader, shuts down enemy buffs, and massive brave damage based on attack with Seal Evil. Cons about Aerith is that she is considered a cursed arts character. I think it's a blessing because it powers her up, but a lot in the community do see these units that receive these kinds of artifacts as cursed characters because it is actually tough to get perfect artifacts, mainly the 108 with the new cursed artifact, the Charge Healing Wind, especially if you do not have the Mog Pass. If you have the Mog Pass, it should be much easier to acquire perfect cursed artifacts. All right, friends, and also if you don't have her Seal Evil buff up, so for example, you already used her LD, but you let her Seal Evil buff expire, it's going to be a 2-turn setup in order to inflict Planet's Punishment, her LD debuff with the follow-up. Be sure that her Seal Evil buff is up at all times, or at least when you use her LD ability, so she can trigger that follow-up. All right, friends, now we're at that portion of the video. How worthy are they? How worthy is Aerith's LD of your precious tickets and or gems? Now let's be real, it's Aerith herself, and she is, I believe, pity worthy of your precious tickets and or gems. Now, like I did mention earlier, it was confirmed that on this banner there is going to be a free multi-draw, so it is possible you could pick it up for free, and this is also a great spot to pick up the Emperor's Burst weapon if you are going to be chasing the Emperor's Burst weapon. All right, friends, so again, like all the wonderful reasons we just talked about Aerith, in terms like if you need a healer, look no further than Aerith. She does a lot of great things as a support type character. She's always been a great healer, truthfully, with stat increases towards the party. You guys saw that she has increases to attack and overflows towards your party. HP healer, brave battery, she can revive a unit. I'm curious if they're going to implement the change. There's a change on the JP side of the game that you can revive an ally and it will no longer count against you. Hopefully they decide to bring that a little bit sooner. That way you don't have to worry about reviving an ally. But aside from that, she's an excellent healer to bring onto your team compositions. And now with her LD weapon, allowing your party members to evade debuffs, okay, and shutting down the enemies by stopping them from buffing themselves. It's like they took multiple units and just stuck it onto an LD weapon for Aerith, and here you go. So overall, she's an overall great support healing type character to add onto your team compositions. All right, friends, so if you do not have a healer or have some kind of debuff evader, I highly recommend that you guys pity Aerith's LD weapon, but I hope you don't have to. Now, of course, I know that not everybody likes Final Fantasy VII like I do, that absolutely hates Final Fantasy VII Remake. So are there alternative examples? Yes, there are plenty of alternative examples in this game. Now, I'm going to approach this in the form of HP healers and debuff evaders. So, of course, we already have Rude, or we have had Rude in the game, and he's an excellent healer. Aphma, I would say, is the closest in terms to what Aerith does, because Aphma also is an excellent Brave Battery HP healer, and she also gives your party members debuff evade while also reducing the brave damage they receive. So if you already have Aphma, and Aphma just has an EX weapon, she doesn't have an LD yet. She does receive one later down the line. So if you actually do want to wait for that, instead of using your power tokens or EX tokens to get her now, that might be a nice alternative. But just throwing it out that Aphma is a nice alternative to Aerith herself. Porom, we have Porom. She does get an LD weapon later down the line. Excellent healer, truthfully. Once she does debut with her LD weapon in the future, I highly recommend you guys pick her up. In the near future, we actually have Y'shtola approaching with her LD weapon and her burst weapon, another excellent battery and healer. And in terms of debuff evaders, we do have a few others. We do have Lena, but at this point she is actually a little outdated. But I mean, if you can make her work, you can make her work, because she also has debuff evade 100% towards your party members. There's a few others that are percentage based, like Selfie and Warrior of Light, just some that come to mind. Warrior of Light should be coming maybe in the next maybe 3 months. I want to say 3 or 4 months. He's going to be rerunning, where he will get LD boards. He's going to be there with Paladin Cecil and Sephiroth. and he is an excellent tank type character with a percentage for debuff evasion for your party. Alright friends, so again, these are just a few examples of alternatives to what Aerith does in the game. That is it for this video, friends. I want to thank you guys for watching my How Worthy Are They covering Aerith. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments your overall thoughts about Aerith and what you guys are going to be doing. Me personally, I'm going to be chasing with gems. I will pity her LD weapon if I have to. I did not pick her up initially when her LD debuted on the JP side of the game. I regretted it a lot as a Final Fantasy VII fan. And truthfully, she's an excellent unit. I've always liked Aerith in this game as a healer, as a support type character. Having that LD is going to increase her longevity tenfold. Alright, so pity for me for sure if I have to. Alright friends, so thank you guys for joining me on this, I guess, last How Worthy Are They for my break. Again, I'm going to be taking a break, friends. I will keep you guys updated. I apologize I haven't mentioned anything. I know I missed out on the triple LD and burst banners with Cloud, Lightning, and Squall, and what's his face, the debut of Emperor's LD and burst. But man, I just, my motivation has been at a low. All right, friends. So if you guys actually have some ideas, I will accept some ideas in terms of alternatives or what you guys would think might be a good idea. As I mentioned, maybe possibly doing like a monthly kind of thing where I talk about units, recap what they do and what you guys should be going for the month to kind of plan out your month a little bit better. Again, let me know all those wonderful thoughts down below in the comments. And again, friends, I am still going to be doing content for Opera Omni. I'm still going to be playing this on Twitch. All right, friends, so all your wonderful thoughts down below. And until next time, friends, good luck and have a good one.